Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another episode of the Ripple XRP news. And in this video, we're only going to be talking about Ripple XRP and the lawsuit. So if that's not something for you, click this video off. If it is something for you, make sure you press that like button to make this video a little bit more popular. Help showcase it to more of the subscribers, and why not press the button? You know, we're doing a cool little update right here. So first of all, guys, if you don't know, right now we're in the phase of basically some decisions getting made before the most important of everything is going to happen. Let me explain. Right now, the 28th of February, the discovery phase has ended. And so right now we have to move over where both parties file a brief where they basically get into summary judgment phase. It's a whole big thing, but to summarize it, we need to wait for a couple of different documents before we can get there. Why? Take a look. Lawyers connected to the SEC v. Ripple case say they're in limbo right now, waiting for a couple of rulings from Judge Netburn to come down. Notably, the motion to reconsider the SEC's request for reconsideration of the status of Hinman emails in response to the Bragg-Gallagher request to disclose notes from 2018 meeting between himself and SEC Commissioner Roisman. Lawyers say a decision on the former could be made this week. So I would say the most important decision, to be honest with you, is anything that revolves around the had a little brain fart right there. Fair notice defense, and of course, the motions to dismiss from both sides, from Brad Gallagher and from Chris Larson. And so what we're seeing right here is definitely in a little bit of a limbo, yes, but all that basically means is right now they can't go on through the next phase because you're waiting for the previous things to be rounded up. Think about it from Ripple's side, you know? Let's say you want to defend yourself properly against some allegations, but you don't exactly know what firepower you have to fire back with, then how can you do that, right? And I would say that the most important part in all this comes from what documents will Ripple get? What part of the DPP is true? Where, for example, we talked about the motion for reconsideration, right? Very important, very critical, because what the SEC is trying to do is basically overrule, and they're still trying, I believe, right? They're trying to overrule any decision regarding privilege of all the different documents that the SEC already had to turn over. But that goes a little bit deeper. You know, we also had this specific decision then, which Eleanor Tourette also points out right there, regarding Brad Gallagher's trying to get some notes from way back. If Ripple gets some, things might definitely really change. And so right now, once more, the lawyers aren't really doing too much because you can't prepare your next brief if you don't know what you have to put in it. If you don't know what you're going to get from the other side, what exactly can you base it on? So I would say indeed right now we are in a little bit of a limbo. Then again, one little quick and very bullish announcement to make is that this, I believe, is still a couple of decisions, not all of these, but some of these, that Judge Netburn has to make before Judge Torres. Again, Judge Netburn is the magistrate judge. Judge Torres will do the bigger decisions, will take over. And as far as we've read right now, this judge is very bullish on crypto and really understands Ripple's side of things. So as it currently stands, guys, I'm very bullish on the entire situation. I'm not really too worried, but let's take a look at a couple of different other pieces, as John Deaton, for example, has been going crazy over on the Twitter again. Then again, John Deaton always goes crazy on Twitter, and he's been sharing quite a lot of different things, which have left me a little bit confused, as I'm like, so what exactly is new? What exactly is he adding? As it's not something which James Fillon has also added, so it's not canon, but I would say it's just nice to update yourselves with whatever comes out, right? So there's a couple of pieces about that on Crypto Law, but let's first cover what John Deaton had to say. Just added to our document library. Hinman emails, billing records request. In these exchanges, Hinman emails Simpson Thacher, which is a law firm, on the 12th, okay, I'm not sure if this is the 5th of December or the 12th of May. Why? Because sometimes they use American notation and sometimes they don't. And even then, I never really know if American notation is always month first or just sometimes. I honestly just don't know. I'm going to assume that it's month first here, meaning the 12th of May 2017, but that still is very weird to me. I don't know why you Americans do that. Asking for billing records to screen myself off of matters involving former clients billed after the 1st of May 2016. Again, I presume those are the correct dates. If I am wrong, please correct me down below, but I don't really care too much about these specifics anyway. So, all right. Hinman later checks in on the request on the 5th of June, saying it is holding up his government paperwork. That is the last email in the series. Either the list was sent to Hinman a different way, or the SEC withheld that email and attachment from empower.us. The SEC has fought disclosures of the identities of Hinman's legal clients as part of a general refusal of transparency, the Ripple case discovery phase, as recently as the 17th of August filing, which was described right here. This is a little while ago. Added to our document library, SEC motion to seal privilege logs and portions of Hinman's deposition in order to shield the identities of Hinman's clients at Simpson Thacher, who he apparently communicated with whilst at the SEC and was questioned about in the deposition. It is unclear from the emails obtained by Empower US when/if Hinman received the client list or whether he screened himself off from those clients while receiving $15 million plus in payments from Simpson Thacher during the 4 years he served at the SEC. Remember, guys, he was getting about $4 million every single year purely for being at the SEC for some strange reason. Pension and whatnot, and John Deaton posted somewhere over on his Twitter. Here we go. $15 million in payments from EEA member Simpson Thacher in less than 4 years while at the SEC. Don't forget, Hinman later becomes a partner at Arrington A16Z. Lawyers representing A16Z helped write Hinman's speech and the memo requesting a free pass for ETH. And again, A16Z heavily invested in Ethereum. Not a conspiracy, just facts. And so, again, to connect the dots here for people that don't understand, because it's a little bit of it's a lot to take in. A16Z, right? Don't forget, Hinman later becomes a partner over at that firm. A16Z heavily invested into Ethereum. Lawyers representing this firm helped write his specific speech. In the memo, requesting a free pass for ETH. So, these A16Z, Hinman, the law firm Simpson Thacher, I guess, I'm not 100% sure on that, but whatever, it's some law firm, I'm assuming this one, and the ETH free pass, plus again the ETH holdings from them, they're all connected in some weird shape or form, and they're all benefiting from each other. Just added, Hinman emails $4.68 million in retirement income. In this set, Hinman is CC'd on a 30th of April 2019 exchange with Simpson Thacher, confirming he will receive a total of $4.5 million in retirement income for 2017, 18, and 19, which is that's a good amount of retirement money, you know? That's interesting to me. Is he that valuable? Is he that good? Do people in in those jobs really earn that well? I sometimes wonder, how much do you earn as an SEC employee? Or how much do you earn as a top lawyer in this case? Is it like $15 million a year that you can earn as a lawyer in some places? Guys, I'm just ignorant, right? I just honestly don't know. I don't have the information in front of me. Because just to get retirement money for not even working there anymore, $4.5 million a year? To me, it doesn't really make too much sense. Because I'm always thinking, why would you give that to somebody unless, cause basically they're giving him like I don't know the English word for it, it's basically like an F, whenever you're going away from a company, sometimes you get a little bonus, right? Because you're leaving and you've worked there for a ton of time. But then again, giving somebody $15 million because they're leaving is a pretty high number, unless they kind of had some statement where he was going to help them earn even more in that specific time frame. And again, remember, guys, to spread the payment over 3 years or so is not strange, because very often they do it for tax purposes. You know, the higher you are in 1 year, the more annoying it can be. Then again, that depends. But I'm thinking maybe they did it for that reason. Maybe they did it for their own accounting, so we're not going to judge on that. But let's skip about this for a little bit, because I've read the majority of things I can share. Jeremy Hogan, all he did in the recent 24 hours here was talk about the fact that there was some settlement discussions in the Ripple VSC case. It didn't pull through, and so there's going to be some new mediation where the Judge Nedburn is going to be the middle of everything. Then again, for this to happen, I would say that Judge Nedburn, also has to make these decisions. Then again, every single thing we're reading right now is bullish for Ripple's side, because Judge Nedburn, remember this, Judge Nedburn has seen all the SEC documents as well. And so if she's going to be the mediator, she's going to be like, SEC, you better come to a conclusion maybe because, well, you're kind of screwed. Because she knows at least. But that's just my thinking. That's just my thinking. James Fallon hasn't shared anything either, but then again, we just remember, there's not really any specific dates we're watching for. We're just waiting for judge decisions to be made. The rest of all of this is just, it's all over. As far as I know, every single thing is over by now. And so all we're waiting for is for judge to make some decisions, for some settlement talks right after that, most likely, and then some motions for summary judgment, I believe, they're going to come in. So it's all going to come up rather shortly, and within a couple of months, they should all be over, and we can all party. So, yeah, let me know down below what month do you think this is going to be over? Just for fun, you don't have to be accurate, just what do you think? June, July, August, September? I think Jeremy Hogan writes September every so often, so put it down below, and I'll see you guys again in another crypto video later today. One little last thing, Tranglo enables Ripple's ODL service across its 25 payment corridors. Everybody was excited about it. I've also screamed it over on Twitter. Very happy to see it. What it basically showcases is Ripple's XRP usage is expanding still. Many people are not focusing on the facts right now regarding XRP usage, and I'm also not doing that. Main reason being, I think the lawsuit is more important for price than anything like that and adoption. But the underlying facts are continuing to grow, in terms of how much XP is being used and how important it is. Remember that, the ecosystem is not sitting still. Ripple's not sitting still. It's only blocked in, I guess, the US, and the majority of other countries are still moving on. Ripple's still doing a ton of volume and they're still going on with anything. And remember as well, last little note, the fact that Ripple and Jeb McCaleb are still selling their XP and the judge is not doing anything about it, nor is the SEC trying to argue that, makes me really bullish they'll win anyway, which is why I'm accumulating a freaking ton of XRP and why I'm always having a long position open on XRP as well. As you guys probably know by now, I think this coin is going to pop off like crazy in 2022. I have a ton of it, really excited for it, and that was it for today's video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it.